Hi witches! So today I'm just going to apologize in advance for the sounds that you hear outside. I'm filming this during rush hour, kind of like I filmed the last one. I'm filming it at the same time because I forgot to do it last weekend when I usually film. I usually film on the weekend. I work a full-time job. So if you hear a lot of cars, I'm sorry. Anyways. Okay, so now that I've incoherently rambled for about 30 seconds, today I'm going to be sharing a low energy banishing ritual with you. Just something that you could do pretty simply within your house. So all you're gonna need for this is a piece of paper, which I poorly cut out, and a pen or pencil. So step number one, pen and pencil, paper. You are going to need a fire-safe bowl of some kind. This is acting as my cauldron, so it has a little top on it too. It's really cute. So fire-safe bowl. You might also want a plate for this as well, like a dinner plate or a dish or something, which I'll get to in a second. Next, you're gonna need a candle and probably a candle holder. I'm using this. You can use a votive candle as well, but it should be black. Black or white, as we have talked about, and I will probably reference multiple times. Black candles are charged with protective energy. Black symbolizes protection in terms of color magic. White is a great stand-in for any color that you don't have. So if you have a working that you're doing and you're like, oh no, I don't have like a red candle or a blue candle or a yellow candle, but I have this white tea light, you can use the white tea light instead because white is kind of representative of all of the colors in the color matrix. The next thing you're gonna need is oil of some kind, and I don't mean like lamp oil or like kerosene or anything. I mean like olive oil, which is what I'm using, or canola oil, or something like that, that you can use to dress your candle. If you have a if you're interested in it, I can talk to you guys about infusing oils with herbs to make anointing oils. That might be something we do next month, and if that is of interest to anybody, I have no idea. But you can use, if you have a specific candle dressing oil, you can use that. And then finally, you are going to need some rosemary. So I think this is my favorite herb ever. I will probably talk about this until the end of time. So yeah, some rosemary. So the first thing you're gonna do for this spell, I guess, is write the, so this is a banishing spell. This can be used for banishing people from your life, banishing an entity from your house, any sort of other negative energy or bad habit. So like, let's say you want to stop biting your nails or smoking cigarettes, you can write that on the piece of paper. If you're trying to get rid of a person, this is kind of like up to you. You can either use a picture of them, or you can write their name, like while envisioning that person's face or that person, or make a sigil that represents them. If there's an entity in your house, visualize kind of the activity that's going on, I guess, or what that entity appears to you as. Okay, so for today, I'm going to write like a bad habit that I have, which is just like being really down on myself, so negative self-talk. I'm gonna banish that from my life. So I'm gonna write that down on my piece of paper. Have that written down. You'll also need a lighter for this because you're lighting the candle. I forgot to mention that, but if you have one, it's good to keep handy. So next you're gonna take your olive oil, and this is where I recommend you have a plate. You don't need a whole lot of this. So I'm just gonna take some olive oil and I'm gonna pour it on my plate, just like literally a dabble do ya. I hope that is, you can see it. Then I'm going to take my candle. I'm gonna put the candle holder into my fire-safe bowl like that. Oh, wow, that you totally could not see that, but I'm gonna just put it right in the center. And again, you'll see why you need this fire-safe bowl in just a second. Take your candle, and then I'm going to just roll it in the oil. You don't need a whole lot of this, just because it will get all over the place, and that's kind of icky. So yeah, I'm just gonna roll it just like lightly so it's coated. I mean, I feel like I'm cooking or something, but I guess witchcraft is kind of like cooking. You're following a recipe. I don't know if you can tell any different. Oh, can you see it dripping? Yeah, that's it. So now that I have clean hands, I'm gonna be taking my rosemary, and I'm super sorry you can't see this, but I will make a mess. Well, maybe I can do it this way. We'll try it. Basically, can you see? I'm gonna just really sprinkle it on there. I, again, feel like I am cooking. And then I'm going to turn it and do the same thing on the other side. So this helps, the oil will help the herb stick to the candle basically and help charge your candle with the intent and power of the herbs that you're burning. Okay, so there we go. And even if they don't all like stick on there perfectly, that's okay. So hopefully you can see that. If you want to grind your herbs down a little bit more, that is totally fine. These are kind of bulky for a candle, to be honest, but I'm just gonna take that and I'm gonna stick it in the candle holder in my bowl. So there's that. Okay, so what I'm gonna do next is take my intention, my piece of paper, and I'm gonna light it on fire like that. Should get a little flame, and it went out. Cool. But anyways, normally you would use that flame to light your candle. So I'm gonna have to do this a little bit closer to the candle. Sorry guys, I know you can't see this, but you're going to light the paper and then use that to light the candle, and then leave the paper in the fire safe bowl to burn out while the candle starts doing its work. So that smoke from the paper is actually infusing your intention into the candle as well. So you have fire magic, you have air magic, you have a little bit of herb magic. So overall, this is just a really great kind of well-rounded spell. If you are trying to incorporate the element of water in here, you can definitely, I don't know, maybe douse it with moon water or something like that, or consecrate the candle in moon water and then cover it in oil. But yeah, so I'm gonna let this burn down all the way. I know it takes a really long time, but I'm gonna be keeping my eye on it. So yeah, as soon as the paper goes out, you should be good just to kind of like move about the cabin. I know that sounds a little bit weird, but as long as you're keeping an eye on your candle, just be sure that you're practicing fire safety. So there's a great banishing spell. If you end up doing this, I would love to see it, or hear about it at least if you're not comfortable sharing. But yeah, banish those things, guys. I know, oh my God, my candle's leaning. I'm gonna have to fix that. But yeah, let me know if you guys have any questions, or you know, anything else I can talk about. Any suggestions on topics I would also really like. So I'm open to suggestions. If you want to see any other kinds of magic, a little flame in the corner, lol. Yeah, just let me know and I'll do my best. All right, guys, and here is that banishing candle in action. You can see some of the herbs have kind of caught. So it's helping it kind of melt faster, but yeah, it's almost done. It's only been, I don't know, like 10-ish minutes. So pretty crazy and very effective. Definitely recommend.